Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Louder please, louder. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Gauranitai Gauranitai Shri Shri Gauranitai Jai Prabhupada Jai Prabhupada Jai Srila Prabhupada Tai Gaura Hari Bal Nitai Gaura Hari Bal Hari Bal Nitai Gaura Hari Bal श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की श्रील प्रभुपाद की समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय Where is that verse, bro? Which verse was told? No, not that. I was told afterwards another verse, na? Keshav Kripa Sindhu Prabhu said. 2:9:24. Second canto, 2:9:24, okay. So verse remains the same, discussion will be different. So second canto, discussing from second canto, chapter 9th, which is entitled Answers by Citing the Lord's Version, text number 24. Please repeat. Srujami tapasai vedam grasami tapasa punaha bibharmi tapasa vishwam वीर्यं मे दुश्चरं तपः सृजामि तपसैवेदं ग्रसामि तपसा पुनः बिभर्मि तपसा विश्वं वीर्यं मे दुश्चरं तपः सृजामि तपसैवेदं ग्रसामि तपसा पुनः बिभर्मि तपसा विश्वं वीर्यं मे दुश्चरं तपः Mataji's? What do translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srujami, I create. Tapasa, by the same energy of penance. Eva, certainly. Idam, this. Grasami tapasa, I do withdraw also by the same energy. Punaha, again. Vibharmi, do maintain. Tapasa, by penance. Vishwam, the cosmos. Viryam, potency. Me, my. Dushcharam, severe. Tapaha, penance. Translation: I create this cosmos by such penance, I maintain it by the same energy, and I withdraw it all by the same energy. Therefore, the potential power is penance only. Purport: in executing penance, one must be determined to return home back to Godhead, and must decide to undergo all types of tribulations for that end. Even for material prosperity, name and fame, one has to undergo severe types of penance. Otherwise, no one can become an important figure in this material world. Why then are there severe types of penance for the perfection of devotional service? An easygoing life and attainment of perfection in transcendental realization cannot go together. The Lord is more clever than any living entity. Therefore, He wants to see how painstaking the devotee is in devotional service. The order is received from the Lord either directly or through the bona fide spiritual master, and to execute that order, however painstaking, is the severe type of penance. One who follows the principle rigidly is sure to achieve success in attaining the Lord's mercy. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kada Maiham Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Yuta Pada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padhan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhan Vitamscha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Welcome to our morning Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. This verse from the 9th chapter is talking about tapasya. In the beginning of creation, when Brahma was born, it was all dark around and he just could not understand what is he supposed to do. That too, he was situated on the top of the lotus, growing certainly from the navel of Lord Mahavishnu or Lord Garbhodaksha Vishnu, but he did not see all that. And with the wind blowing, the whole lotus was swinging. It was swinging from here to there, and he was scared. What is this happening? But then he went in the stem of that lotus all the way close to the navel of Lord Garbhodaksha Vishnu, but still could not make out anything. Again he came up and he was wondering what to do. One devotee jokingly said that because he went down and the lotus grows in the water, Garbhodak Sagar, so as he went up, then few drops, 2 drops maybe, fell from that lotus in the water and tup, tap, tap, perform tap. Like that. The water drops like that. So then he understood he is supposed to perform penance. So he performed penance also. So here also Lord is saying, Lord is very pleased with his penance and Lord is glorifying the penance. Herein he is saying, I create this cosmos by such penance, I maintain it by the same energy and I withdraw it all by the same energy. Therefore the potential power is penance only. So many people passionately talk that whole world is in my fist only. Sari duniya meri mutti mein. Or I will work very hard and achieve anything. You are the architect of your own life. So work hard and you can achieve. So one just can't achieve like that. The grace of the Lord is required. Lord gets pleased, then Lord may award. For materialistic people, it is material energy who will see what are the activities of the living entity in the past human birth and in this also. So karmana daiva netrena jantur deho upapattaye striya pravishtodaram pumsaharita kanashraya. According to one's previous activities, one gets a particular birth and within that the quantum of happiness and distress is fixed. So, but those who work very hard according to their previous karmonmukh sukriti, they may get some things which they are looking forward to achieve. But it all depends on the Lord only. We know the triangle, Ishwar, Prakriti and Jiva. Jiva desires and then Lord will see whether he deserves or not. Then he sanctions, then he tells material nature that you provide the facilities, resources. He gets it and he achieves his purpose, his end, whatever he wants. And other times if the Lord does not permit as per his previous karma, then the material nature will not provide him that facility and he just can't get there, can't get that. But for a devotee it is all the more so. The penance, as such, so many places in the scriptures, tapasya is glorified. Lord Rishabdev himself, Prabhupada's most favorite verse, Lord Rishabdev is teaching 551. Nayam deho deha bhajam nruloke kashtan kaman arhate vidbhujam ye tapo divyam putrakaye na sattvam shuddheta yasmad brahma saukyam tu anantam. So he's saying that Nayam deho deha bhajam nruloke. So those who are embodied in this body, na ayam deha, this body is not meant for kashtan kaman arhate vidbhujame, to work very hard to achieve that which is available for dog and hog who eat stool. They also get their food, clothing, etc., their shelter, their eating, sleeping, mating, depending. So one should not work hard like that, but rather tapo divyam. One should perform austerities, but austerities should be divya. They should be transcendental. People perform so many austerities, bhukh hartal, they will say that we'll fast till death. In Pune, because the metro is working now, but it seems ever since the metro work started, then many of the slums and some people's houses, they were all removed from there. They were anyway unauthorized and then they were on the road kind of. So there have been, I have seen at least 1 or 2 years back, there are people who are fasting there from that time, that how injustice has been done to us and we are doing bhukh hartal. So they are sitting in shifts and that flex is put there, that anyay, injustice, the government should do something, municipality should do and all that. So they are also doing bhukh hartal in the companies. They also say, hamari mange puri karo, our salary should be hiked, etc. So many people do austerities. Even otherwise, Prabhupada in that very purport says that in Bombay, Pune, so many people keep going by trains in the morning. So we have trains. If you come to Pune, you can see every morning there is a 610 Sinhagad Express, which will go to CST, Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus, Bombay. Then there will be 715 Deccan Queen. Then 750 Pragati Express. All trains going to Bombay. And these are all working people. Every day they travel and there is separate bogie for them. Monthly pass holder, something, name is there. And if you enter in that bogie, they say, no, get out. No, I have ticket. No, not ticket. This is only for pass holders. We are regular travelers, daily travelers. And they travel like that. Many people travel in AC also. And then they will go early morning, they will leave, they will reach there 9, 9:30, 10, and then they will catch some local transport vehicle, and then they will go to office, work there for 8 hours, then they will leave. Evening also accordingly trains are there. If I remember, 4:20, again these trains only, 4:20 Pragati, 5:10 I think, Indrayani, and then one more super fast. And they will come back by 8:30 to Pune, and then again local transport to go to their house. So much they work hard. Prabhupada would say the concept of the child doesn't get to see his father because he leaves early morning 5 o'clock, 5:30, and he comes back 10:30, 11. So early morning the child is sleeping, late night also he is sleeping. Only wife says goodbye to the husband in the morning, and she receives him in the evening. So only on Sunday the child gets to see father. So he asks mother, "Mother, who is he?" This is Papa, your Papa. Oh, Sunday Papa. Papa visible only on Sunday. So other day is working hard like anything. And for that matter, donkey is very famous example for working very hard. And people in the world today, they are so advanced, more than donkeys. They say we should work so much more harder that donkey should be put to shame. Donkey should pay obeisances. That how, till now we were only famous for working hard. But these fellows have excelled us now. So one should not be working hard like that. Tapo divyam putraka yena sattvam shuddhet. One's existence should be purified. That kind of tapasya is required. Now these people, their existence is not purified. Rather their lobe increases, greed increases for money, more and more and more. No matter how much ever one is given, one is never satisfied. The richest person of the world, when interviewed on TV, he was asked, "Sir, if you have to tell your ambition in just one word, what would you say?" These reporters are very tricky. They ask not one sentence, one word only. So he was also very advanced fellow. He said more, M-O-R-E. I want more. So the most richest person of the world, what will we not have? He will have bungalows in New York, San Francisco, London, Delhi if he wants, if he feels India is worth. He can purchase also. And he will have cars, he will have servants, industries everywhere. But still not satisfied. It is said God has provided for everyone's needs, but not for any man's greed. So one should not work hard like that, like dogs and hogs. But tapo divyam putrakayana sattvam shuddhet yasmad brahma saukhyam tu anantam. One achieves spiritual happiness, brahma sukha. Brahma saukhyam tu anantam. It is unlimited. Just now this we discussed how people get money or their higher position, but they are not satisfied. One always feels that higher position, higher position, higher position. One can never be satisfied. That's what Lord Vamandev said to Bali also. When Bali said, "You are asking just for 3 steps of land, that too you are so small, dwarf. And ask something big. I am the emperor. I own everything. Ask something more. I still give you chance. Not that you asked once, now done. No, I still give you chance." He said, "No. If one is satisfied, satisfied. That's it. Brahman should be satisfied. Otherwise, if you get sovereignty of the whole creation, then also you cannot be satisfied." So I am okay with this only. So many places it is said that one should live with satisfaction. As far as material necessities go, material resources, whatever, one should be satisfied by whatever it is there. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, "Yadrucha labha santushto dvandvatito vimatsaraha." Yadrucha labha santushto. Whatever comes of its own accord, one should be satisfied with that. Just like now after this we'll have prasad. So whatever prasad comes in your plate, be happy. What is that in that plate? So far, you may not be able to see also. What is that? Why to worry? Here in your plate, so many things are there. You take that. That is your quota. That which is not your quota will not come to you. In Hindi, they say, na, "Dane dane pe likha hai, khane wale ka naam." All the grains are, my grains currently are in Bangalore till today morning, evening in Odisha. So whatever it is, Krishna will arrange transportation accordingly, wherever the grains are there for you. And they will only come. Unnecessarily, if you try to take those grains which are not meant for you, somehow by force, if you put them in mouth, you will have vomiting and you will have to vomit it. And then those grains, whosoever they are meant for, they will come. The ants will come, the insects will come, that vomited thing. Human beings will not come, but some other insects and all. And the grains were meant for them. But you try to usurp. Ishavasyam idam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunjita magrudak kasya sviddhanam. Everything animate and inanimate is owned and controlled by the Supreme Lord. One should take only one's quota, what is set aside for him, and not look into the other direction. So one should take that. So one should be satisfied. In Marathi there is a saying that Thevile Anante Jaise, Rahavechi Taise, Chitte Asu Deave Samadhan. Whatever way Lord Ananta, Mr. Ananta, He is unlimited. He has kept you. Thevile Anante Jaise, the whatever way He has kept you, Rahavechi Taise. Stay like that only. Just like children, if you keep them, small babies, if you keep them on stomach, they remain on stomach, they may move their hands and legs, but they remain on stomach only. If you keep them on back, they remain on back, they keep them moving their hands and legs. So they are like that only. So like that one should be satisfied, the way Sudama was. Chitte asu deave samadhan. One should be satisfied. One should not work hard. As earlier, other day also we discussed, Sukhama indriyakam daitya, deha yogi na dehina, sarvatra labhyate daivat, yatha dukkhama yatnatah. Just like miseries come unasked for, similarly happiness will come unasked for. The quota destined to you of happiness will come to you. So no need to worry about earning more money and all that. You cannot earn more money. You cannot earn. Whatever is your quota, that much only. And that surplus you get, that is all for doctors, lawyers, and those scam people and many others. So that is not for you. That is the anxiety quota will come to you when the scam people take your lakhs of rupees. Then the anxiety, that was quota, your quota. That money, extra money was never your quota. So one should not be endeavoring in the direction of earning material wealth and material life. There should not be so many endeavors. Just to keep body and soul together. If you see Vadanti tat tattva vidas tattvam yajnanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavan iti shabdate. In that verse, Prabhupada's translation is amazing. I don't remember as it is, but he says that those who are overwhelmed with the research work in the world, in the area of absolute truth, three features are there, Brahman, Paramatma and Bhagavan. So those who are transcendentalists, they are doing research. What exactly is the supreme absolute truth? Is it impersonal Brahman? Is it localized Paramatma? Or is the supreme personal Godhead Bhagavan? So they don't know, they are doing research life after life, year after year, throughout life. So he said those who are overwhelmed with the, overwhelmed is a very nice word, we get overwhelmed sometimes, bhavanaon ka udrek. So many emotions come up and you just get carried away by those emotions. So they are overwhelmed with the research work in this realm of absolute truth. So they don't have time for other things at all. For material thing, just to keep body. That he says also, labho jiveta yavata jivasya tattva jigyasa. So our only purpose should be to inquire into the absolute truth. Athato brahma jigyasa. This is the time, human birth. Begins only, Vedanta Sutra begins with aphorism like Athato Brahma Jigyasa, which means therefore. No book begins with therefore. Therefore. What therefore? Say something and then say therefore. I went there and I was about to do that, but somehow I had headache. Therefore. So it's okay. Therefore you could not do what you went for. But how can directly, therefore, no. But Vedanta Sutra says that because it's understood only human beings will open these pages of Vedanta Sutra. And for them, the message is you inquire into the absolute truth in this human birth. So as far as material life goes, one should be satisfied. And all endeavors should be for spiritual life only. So that's the point. Those who endeavor in that direction, they will achieve success. Krishnarthe akhila cheshta. All endeavors for Krishna alone. Nothing for myself. Because if we think that I am body and aham, then it will lead to mama also. These things belong to me. And then one will work for aham and mama. Two cars everybody is born with. Ahankar and mama car. It's a standard brand. There is no variety in that. BMW and Mercedes. It's the same. Certainly there are less and more facilities. Everyone's ahankar is different. Everyone's mama car is different. The bigger the car of ahankar or mama car, more miserable the fellow is. He feels lonely also. So that's not how one should be. One should be completely satisfied as far as material life goes. And all endeavors should be in spiritual life. So in spiritual life also there are austerities. Just now we discussed how one performs austerities for material gain. But the material gain is fixed. So no need to worry. We'll get our quota. That's what Sri Ishopanishad also says. One should just take what is one's quota and your quota will come to you. That story of that Sethji who heard in similar class that Dane Dane pe likha hai khane wale ka naam. Your grains will come to you. He said, how it is so? If I don't want to eat, nobody can force me to eat. So next day he decided I will not eat. So his wife asked, what would you like to have in breakfast today? He said, no breakfast. No breakfast? Why? Today is no Ekadashi, nothing. What happened? No, I am not going to eat. She said, no, nothing doing. You have to eat. So then he thought, at home this wife will not allow me to fast. So I have to go to jungle then. So he told, I am going to jungle. She said, wait, I will make lunch box, tiffin box. And he said, no need, I don't need. She said, no, you cannot go like that. So she made nice foodstuffs, packed up in tiffin box, gave him, eat in the jungle whenever you feel hungry. So then he went in the jungle and he kept the tiffin box in below one tree, and he climbed the tree and sat on one of the branches. I am not going to eat. I got rid of my wife. What a foolish lady. She thinks I will eat in the forest. No way. I will prove that, when I decide not to eat, it's like that. So then after some hours passed, some band of thieves came, some 3-4 thieves came running, and they stopped and said, wait, now here is very safe, dense forest. Now let us distribute honestly all this booty, whatever we have collected. So they opened it, lot of treasury was there. So they, 3 of them equally divided. They were very happy. And that time one of them said, we are feeling quite hungry. For morning we have not eaten anything. Why not have some food, sir? Another said, what's there here? Nothing is there. No, just let's search here and there. Something may be there. So they were going here and there like that. And one of them came across this tiffin box below the tree. And he was surprised, tiffin box. And he opened it and very nice fragrant items were there, soaked in ghee. And he called other, hey, come here, such a nice, soaked in ghee. Very nice feast after our achievement today. So they were very happy. They were about to divide, but then third one said, hey, wait, how come in this dense forest, such nice foodstuffs that too packed up in tiffin box? I think there is some plot. Somebody is after us. We worked hard and got all this wealth. Somebody will might have put poison in this. We will eat it up and we will die, and he will nicely take away all the wealth we have worked hard for. So they said, oh, then how to know who is the one? That person must be around. Na? He must be around. So let us search for him. So they started searching everywhere in the forest, here, there and all. And one of them happened to see up. Till they were looking at the ground level. Arey, this fellow, the Shedji is sitting there on the branch. He said, hey, come down. The others also came there. Come down. He said, no, I will not come down. No, you have to come down. So he was not coming down. One of them climbed up, caught him, pulled him down. Already the foodstuffs were open. They said, eat this. He said, no, I will not eat. How will you not eat? You have to eat it. Huh? He said, no, I will not. I have decided today I am going to fast. Acha, we have fast. Upas kar rahe hain. Aaj kya Ekadashi hai kya? We still know when is Ekadashi and all that. Accordingly we steal. So they said, you have to eat. He was not ready. So one of them caught his nose. So his mouth opened. And other personally fed. Maybe in childhood he was fed by mother. After that, never, wife never. Now first time, thieves whose hands work only for stealing, they are feeding him. They fed him few morsels, and then they were wondering that. They said, hey, we don't know what else is there. This is one fellow visible. Somebody else may be there. There could be anything. So let us run away from here. Otherwise, we will be trapped in some way. This fellow we dealt with, he will die mostly with the poison in the food. But let us go away. Some third person may be there. So they all ran away. And this fellow was still eating. Then he understood. Understood now. So this is how story is. This is for every one of us. Your grains will come to you. No power in the world can stop that from coming to you. So don't worry about material life. So there should be tapasya performed for spiritual life. In spiritual life also there is tapasya. Why? Because we have turned our face away from Krishna. We are averse to Krishna. That's why so many places Krishna says, Ichha dvesha samuttena dvando mohine bharata. That one should get rid of attachment and aversions in this world. And particularly our aversion to Krishna. That is the worst thing. We have to overcome that. So for that, we have to go against our false ego. The body is reluctant, mind is reluctant, and speech is also reluctant to cater to the glorification of the Lord and services of the Lord, thoughts of the Lord. So that's why Krishna in Bhagavad Gita talks about 3 austerities. Austerities of the body, austerities of the mind, and austerities of the speech. So he said, Deva Dvija Guru Pragya Pujanam Shaucham Arjavam Brahmacharyam Ahimsa Cha Shariram Tapa Uchyate. In 14th verse of 17th chapter he says, austerity of the body consists of worship of devas, brahmanas, guru and the wise. Purity, sincerity, celibacy, and non-violence. These are all austerities of the body. Everybody should undertake these austerities. These are purifying, especially austerities in the mode of goodness. Austerity is with the body, so he's talking about these things. So it's a difficulty to offer obeisances to devotees because we have tussle with a devotee. We don't even want to look at his face. Forget about paying obeisances, showing any kind of respect to him. But one should do it by all means. The greatest austerity for sadhakas is staying in the community association of devotees. Very difficult, very difficult. So we can see even brahmacharis who stay together in brahmachari ashram, over a period of time, their false egos will create a problem. Especially one whose false ego is not melted, he has not become humble servant of Hari, Guru and Vaishnavas. So he won't be able to last in the ashram for sure. Even if he's a brahmachari for 15 years, 20 years, 25, 30, he will get out because he just can't bend. His false ego doesn't bend. It becomes very big difficulty. He is not obedient to superiors. Submission is not there. The whole of brahmachari ashram, brahmachari life stands on the foundation of submission. Brahmachari guru kule vasan danto gurur hitam acharan dasavat nicho guru sudruda savrudam. In 12th chapter of 7th canto, first verse only, Narad Muni is telling to Yudhishthira Maharaj how a brahmachari lives. He lives in Gurukul, brahmachari Gurukule vasan, that is gross body. Danto, he has to control his mind and senses. Gurur hitam, he has to work for only Guru's benefit only. He cannot work for his benefit. His benefit is included. When he serves Guru, he gets grains by begging alms and he hands it over all to Guru. Guru Maharaj is okay, submit to the kitchen in charge. And he cooks, it's offered to the Lord. And Guru says, okay, all children come, you come, Anil you come, Sachin you come, Mahesh you come, Vijay you come. Come now. Any brahmachari whom Guru forgets to call, he should not come. Guru Maharaj, you forgot my name. By the way, I have carried my identity card here. So no, like that. He has to fast that time. Guru will not forget, but sometimes Krishna may arrange him to forget you also. And then Acharan Dasavan Nicho, like a humble menial servant he should serve. Guru Sudruda Saurudam, and he should have very thick friendship with Guru, with awe and reverence, with great respect. Guru is the best friend for a disciple, especially for a brahmachari. Just like husband is the best friend for a wife who is very chaste. So to the degree, in Prabhupada's book, so many places, for brahmacharis, the man's power is brahmacharya, woman's power is chastity. If you say there is no difference in one sense, man's power is brahmacharya. So what is brahmacharya? Just now we discussed. Brahmachari Gurukul Vasan. He has to reside in Gurukul and he has to be very obedient, subservient to Guru. Only Guru's beneficial, whatever is beneficial for Guru, I do that only. I never care for myself. So this, and wife who always thinks of her husband, chaste wife, and what will he like, how should I wear a dress, which ornaments he likes, how should I put bindi the way he likes, which foodstuffs he likes, what time he likes, what a special flavor in that he likes. Everything she knows. And then she earns the goodwill of husband. She gets all the power of the husband is with her. Recently one Mataji was telling me, Lalita Sakhi Mataji, that how if the wife is very chaste, husband hands over entire money to wife only. She was telling that is the case with her. And then whatever he requires money for, she asks, can I have 1,000 rupees? I want to. So he earns money and she is the bank manager. And then he has to withdraw without a sleep, etc. Just he has to put a petition. And so this is how a wife can, it is said also in Bhagavatam. The chaste wives, they keep their husbands under their control. In a positive way, not for exploiting like that. So, and similarly, Guru also, in one sense, is completely property of the disciple who is very humble, subservient and submissive. So this austerity is very good. This will help. So there should be respect given to the devatas, then brahmanas, guru and the wise. And then apart from that, purity, sincerity, celibacy and non-violence. So purity, Prabhupada said, purity is the force. So anybody who is pure, he will be very powerful. It can be felt. It's a tremendous force. Prabhupada himself, how in 12 years, 108 temples, thousands of disciples, lakhs of books distributed. and what not. Na bhuto na bhavishyati, unimaginable thing. Never happened in the past, will never happen in the future also. Because he's the commander-in-chief of Lord Chaitanya's army. Prabhupada was given special empowerment by all the acharyas. I was hearing His Holiness Indradivna Swami Maharaj, so he was telling when Prabhupada was staying in Vamshi Gopal temple in Vrindavan earlier, before Radha Damodar temple. So there once Prabhupada had a dream and he saw all the Vaishnavas in Vrindavan surrounding Srila Rupa Goswami and glorifying, praising and all that. And then Rupa Goswami personally requested Prabhupada that you come to Radha Damodar temple, you shift there. So then Prabhupada shifted over there and he was staying there. He was every morning, His Holiness Pradhanand Saraswati Maharaj was saying that Prabhupada would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and then he would go for taking darshan of all the temples. He would chant 64 rounds daily and then afternoon also he would take darshan, he would take prasad and he would do writing work. So while taking prasad, he would look through the window at the samadhi of Rupa Goswami. One such time when he was taking prasadam, he revealed it to Guru Prasad Prabhu, Guru Krupa Prabhu, I think. So he said that Srila Rupa Goswami manifested to him. Prabhupada, while staying there, was intensely praying, "Oh Rupa Goswami, please show yourself to me. Please tell me what is the mission of my life. What should I be doing?" So after some days of intense prayers, Rupa Goswami appeared to him and he said, "Now you have written some books. Now you are ready. So you should go to the West now. Go and don't worry. Everything will be proper." So Prabhupada was personally empowered by Rupa Goswami. What a fortune we have. We are Rupanugas and Prabhupada is the best Rupanuga. Rupa Goswami personally manifested to him and gave him order, gave him direction, what he should do. So like that one should be completely dedicated. So Rupa Goswami bless Srila Prabhupada. So purity, then sincerity. Sincerity means Prabhupada's definition is sum total of all the good qualities is sincerity, like that. Another way you can say is always enthusiastic to execute any service given. So that is a sincere devotee. His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj in one of his trips from West when to India, we all observed very strikingly that he was repeating 3 words. One should be sincere, serious and free from ulterior motives. So many lectures it was coming up. So then I was wondering what is this. So then I saw in Prabhupada books several places it is there. Sincerity and serious. These 2 words for a devotee. And free from ulterior motive word is not there together. But if you see Anyabhilashita Shunyam, Jnana Karmadi Anavratam. So if you see the kind of what it turns out to be is freedom from ulterior motives. One should have no other reason except Krishna's pleasure. Service to Krishna with my gross body and pleasure of Krishna, this is my subtle body meditation. Is Krishna pleased with my services? So that is a devotee. So sincerity, then celibacy. So there are 5 types of brahmacharis. Brahmachari, grahastha brahmachari, vanaprastha brahmachari, sannyasi brahmachari and brahmacharini brahmachari. All have to practice brahmacharya, compulsory, if they want to achieve Krishna. Brahmachari means brahmancharati iti brahmachari, one who is absorbed in the absolute. The conception of absolute may be different to for Gyanis, Yogis and Bhaktas. For Gyanis, Yogis it may be impersonal Brahman. Or maybe for Yogis it is Paramatma. So they will be meditating on Paramatma, Yogis. Dhyana vastita tadgatena manasa pashyanti yam yogino. And those who are devotees, they will meditate on Krishna, the Supreme Personality of God, a person, the Supreme Person. But one who is absorbed always in Krishna, such a person is called as Brahmachari. So that physical external features don't matter, whether it is in male body, female body, age and all that. Varna, ashram, doesn't matter. The grahastha who associates with wife only for procreation, physical association. So such a grahastha is called as grahastha brahmachari. So he is brahmachari only. There is absolutely no difference between brahmachari and a grahastha brahmachari. Provided the grahastha has physical union with his wife only for procreation. Sex for procreation and not for recreation. One who follows that, he is also a brahmachari. And vanaprastha brahmachari, sannyasi brahmachari and brahmacharini brahmachari. And non-violence. So here he says the sequence is from superior to inferior. Arjava, that is sincerity in terms of bodily austerity, means that one should equally carry out what is prescribed and avoid what is forbidden. So we have do's and don'ts, ABCD, associating with devotees, reading Prabhupada books, chanting Hare Krishna, diet is Krishna Prasad. These are do's, grossly 4. Otherwise, elaborately there are 64, as Rupa Goswami says. Ado Guru Padashraya, Sadhu Vartmanu Vartmanam, all that. 64 regulatory principles. And don'ts are 4. No meditating, no gambling, no illicit sex, and no intoxication. Brahmacharya means sex life according to scriptural injunctions. See, this is Baldev Vidya Bhushan's Gita Bhushan. So what is the definition of brahmachari? Brahmacharya means sex life according to scriptural injunction. So according to scriptural injunctions, those who are brahmacharis, for them, zero sex, no sex. So that is our Adiras, supreme sex of Radha Krishna, and in that we associate, we assist, we render our services. Just like gopis assist, manjaris assist, like that we also assist. So that is brahmacharyam. Brahmacharyam means sex life according to scriptural injunction. These are the austerities to be accomplished by the body, shariram. Then next, 15th he says, Anudvegakaram vakyam satyam priyahitam chayad swadhyayabhyasanam chaiva vangmayam tapa uchyate. Speech which does not disturb others, which is true, pleasing and beneficial, and as well the recitation of the Vedas is austerity of speech. So this is austerity of the speech, penance. So on all levels, body, words and mind. If we could follow this, then we are sannyasis. External sannyas is different. More important is internal, whether one is qualified or not. So sometimes Prabhupada had to do that. Prabhupada had to give sannyas to young boys because there was need for preaching. So then internally they were not ready for sannyas, their subtle body. But the gross body got sannyas, then they could not, eventually they found out. There is one book written, PhD thesis is done by one of the sannyasis in ISKCON. It's properly, he got PhD degree for that. Why people fell down. So several hundreds of sannyasis of ISKCON have been interviewed in that. The book is published. So there different sannyasis say, why did they fall down from the path of sannyas? So somebody said, I took sannyas for getting Mahaprasad. I was told, if you become sannyasi, the whole Mahaprasad plate comes first to sannyasi only. Like that. So, and some said that we were not trained. I was not knowing exactly what is sannyas. But then when I asked by my authorities, then I said, yes, there is no other option. So like that, each one of them very honestly has told. And that is the PhD thesis of this sannyasi. That the book is there. So this was the emergency situation Prabhupada had to do. But otherwise, internal sannyas is more important. So here, what is the austerity of body, mind and speech? If we could follow that, with all, one should serve Krishna only. Body should be 24 hours in one sense engaged in Krishna's service. For that matter, sleeping is also service. Oh Lord, for you I worked hard today from morning 4 to night 10, 18 hours of hard work. Body is little bit exhausted. So I will do now Shayan Seva of 6 hours. This is also Seva for you. So that tomorrow I will, with redoubled energy, I will serve you for 18 hours, 4 to 10. Like that is the spirit of the devotee. Then that is perfect. That is also Seva only. So service with body, service with words. Words are always for Krishna. Always speak about Krishna. Prabhupada says, a preacher of Krishna Katha is beyond the clutches of death. So 24 hours we should speak about Krishna only. Krishna's name, Krishna's form, Krishna's qualities, Krishna's pastimes. Or Krishna's devotees, Krishna's dham, and so many other things related to Krishna. And that's how in Chaitanya Bhagavad Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur says Krishna manifests in 4 ways in Kali Yuga forest particularly. One is Ganges, one is Tulsi, then Vaishnavas and Srimad Bhagavatam. This is a manifestation of Krishna, and these don't need installation. Krishna in the form of deities, even if you have the deities ready, they cannot be worshipped because Lord is not present in those stones, marbles, wood or whatever it is, unless Prana Pratishtha is done. When Prana Pratishtha is done, then the Lord appears in that form and then he has to be worshipped throughout. There are Shaligram Shilas which cannot be installed because Lord is always present in them. It's an offense to install Shaligram Shila because you are thinking this is some stone and in that now we are invoking the presence. No, Lord is always present as he blessed Tulsi Devi. So from that time it is very clear that he is always present. He is found in Gandaki river. Gandaki river is the transformation of the body of Tulsi Devi, and her hair were transformed into Tulsi plant. And Lord said that in your body only, your body which will be flowing as a Gandaki river, I will be manifesting, I will be residing in the form of Shaligram Shila. The special type of insects over there, they eat this stone in a particular way, and by the structure formed, the carving in that stone, one can easily make out. In Skanda Puran details are given. This kind of thing means Lord Narasimha Shila. This means Vaman, this is Madhusudan, this is Damodar, this is Krishna, this is this is this. All details are given in all great length. So Krishna has manifested in the form of Vaishnavas. So Vaishnavas should be served then in the form of Tulsi, Ganga and Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam doesn't require installation, though we do sometimes for whatever reason, for preaching sake. But actually the moment it is printed, right in the printing press only you can go open the Bhagavatam and start reading there. Before getting sealed and getting packed in the box and transported to ISKCON temple. There itself we can read. There is no need of installation and all that. So this is the beauty. One should speak only about Krishna. And as far as thoughts, all thoughts should be only leading to Krishna only. So like that with one's body, mind and words, if one is fully surrendered to Krishna, then he is a sannyasi. In 6.1 also Krishna says, Anashrita karma phalam karyam karma karotiya sasannyasi cha yogi cha na niragnirna cha akriyaha. That if one's activities, the fruits of one's activities are always for Krishna, he is not attached to that. Anashrita karma phalam karyam karma karoti cha. Whatever karya is there, according to varna, ashram, his particular position in the society, he does those things. And he is sannyasi, he is yogi also, not the one who does not lit a fire or one who does no activity, one who is inactive. No, he is not sannyasi. Sannyasi is 24 hours engaged. Prabhupada was staying, after staying in Radha Damodar temple for some months, he got sannyas by His Holiness Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Maharaj in Keshavji Gaudiya Math, Mathura. Then also he was working on Srimad Bhagavatam. So he was going regularly to Delhi by trains, third class bogie. Prabhupada did not have money. So he would travel by third class bogie. So he can, when we are traveling by planes, trains, AC, should remember what our founder Acharya has gone through. Prabhupada would travel in third class bogie. So he did not have money only. And then he would go there, he would stay in Chippivada area, then go to printer who was 5 kilometers away. Prabhupada would go walking just to save few annas, that time's currency, so that with the saved annas he can purchase some more paper and print these books. The Prabhupada's blood has gone. He would avoid food also. The printer would ask, so, Swamiji, have you taken breakfast? You don't worry. What was his name? Mr. Jain, you don't worry. No. Tell me, have you taken your breakfast? That you don't worry. He would say, no, my wife has given tiffin box. It's enough, more than enough. So we will share. And he would give his breakfast. What a pathetic condition. Prabhupada has no breakfast only. So all the money that was meant for breakfast was used in printing these books. So that food would have created blood in Prabhupada's body. So that blood, instead of getting created in Prabhupada's body, the blood has come in the form of these books, the ink in the book. It's Prabhupada's blood. That's why whenever there is revolution, the blood has to be shed. And Prabhupada has given his blood by skipping breakfast. And that's how this ink has appeared in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam. Anybody who reads these books, he will have revolution in his consciousness. Tadvag viksargo janatag viplavo. There will be revolution. That's how we see so many people read Prabhupada books and had revolution in their consciousness. They became devotees of Krishna, which never happened by reading earlier so many versions of Bhagavad Gita and so many other Bhagavatams. People kept reading, they never, not even one person became devotee of Krishna. But Prabhupada's Bhagavatam has that power because Prabhupada's blood is gone in that. So generally, whenever revolution happens, they ask for blood and give freedom. That's what Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose said. Tum mujhe khoon do, मैं तुम्हें आज़ादी दूंगा. You give me your blood, I will give you freedom, independence. But Prabhupada has given his khoon also, and he is giving us liberation also. So he is far superior to Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, who was 1 year senior to Prabhupada in Kolkata only. Earlier he was in another college, but because he was doing underground activities, he was banned from that college. So he came to Scottish Churches College, where Prabhupada was 1 year junior to him. So he was trying for freedom fight underground there because he was extra careful there. But Prabhupada, who was 1 year younger to him, Prabhupada is better freedom fighter. He gives blood also and he gives liberation, independence also. But we have to reciprocate with his sacrifice. So in Gita Bhushan, our Baldev Vidya Bhushan says, speech with these 4 qualities, speech should not disturb others. Anudvega, udveg means disturbance. Anudvega, no disturbing to others. Satyam, it should be true. Then Satyam, Priyam, it should be pleasing. And then Hitam, beneficial. So we should ask before speaking, is it beneficial? It is truth. Is that truth that I am speaking? Or am I speaking some lies? That should not be spoken. And as well as the recitation of the Vedas. One should recite Vedas also. Speech with these 4 qualities and as well recitation, Abhyasanam of the Vedas, Swadhyay, is the austerity to be achieved by speech. Vangmayam. Then he talks in the 16th verse, Manaprasada saumyatvam maunam atma vinigraha bhava samshuddhir iti etat tapo manasam uchyate. Austerity of the mind consists of purity, gentleness, contemplation of Atma, withdrawal from sense objects, and purity of the heart. So this is very on high level. Pure mind. Those who have pure mind, their chanting will be very high class. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Because chanting is mantra recitation. So mantra means manastrayate iti mantra. That which delivers one's mind, which controls the mind. So those whose minds are very pure, they will be first class chanters. And they will be very successful in spreading the Krishna consciousness movement. In the commentary, Baldev Vidya Bhushan says, the mind should be pure without agitation from remembrance of sense objects. Manha prasadha. It should be without cruelty. In our mind, we think ill about others. We feel like beating this fellow. So this cruelty should not be there at mind level also. No thoughts about any cruelty, violence. It should be without cruelty, desiring everyone's happiness. Saumyatvam. There are so many places it is said that Jana Kalyan Hetu, and in Bhagavatam Bhagavita also, Krishna says in 6th chapter when Arjuna asked that, in case I don't perfect in my yoga path, will I be like a raven cloud lost in oblivion? So Krishna says, no, nahi kalyana krit kaschit durgatim tata gacchati. Oh my dear son, Krishna is using word tata. Though Arjuna is friend, but he is disciple now. Disciple is like son also. Disciple is the best son and Guru is the best father. So he says, nahi durgatim he says, one will not meet with destruction if nahi kalyana krit kaschit durgatim tata gacchati. One will never meet with destruction if one does good to others. So at mental level also, one should think good of others. And the best thing that to do is give them Krishna in whichever form they are easily ready for. It should be contemplating the Atma, Maunam. The mind should withdraw from sense objects, Atma Vinigraha. It should be free from deceit in dealings with others, Bhava Samshuddhi. These are the austerities to be achieved by the mind. So greatest austerity is to be with devotees. As I was telling, brahmacharis stay together. So great austerity. And in nowadays, grihastha ashram also, nuclear families, only husband, wife. So the ego tussle. Husband's ego, big ego, and wife's little small or sometimes bigger ego. So both of them, nuclear family, nobody else there around to give them mature guidance, and they will have ego tussles and ending up in divorce. So it is a big challenge in the world today for brahmacharis as well as grihasthas. ISKCON world also, people go for divorce because they are not surrendered, they are not chanting properly. Mind is not filled with Krishna, then Maya enters in, and then there are expectations. Ashahi paramam dukkham, nairashyam paramam sukham. The husband expects wife to be like very ideal, chaste, like Gandhari, Draupadi and all that. And wife expects that husband should be a big hero, earning a lot of money, this, that. So all this kind of expectation will only lead to miseries. Ashahi paramam dukkham. When one is expecting so many things, that will end up in misery, dukkha, distress. And nairashyam paramam sukham. One has no expectation from others, then he is very happy. Even if people mistreat, no problem. Because I never expected him to be very good to me. He insults me, no problem at all. I am satisfied with Krishna. How much are we with Krishna and satisfied with Krishna is seen by how much you are able to take up insults and other things. So one should be able to. In preaching, definition of preaching means telling others how happy you are with your Krishna. That means you have to be possessing Krishna. And you are very happy with Krishna. And you tell others, I am very happy with my Krishna. Just like a chaste wife will tell everyone, you know how happy I am with my husband. My husband does this for me, that for me, like that. He is my everything. He is my A to Z. Just like Vasudeva Sarvamyati, like that my husband is everything for me. I don't need anybody else and anything else. I am completely satisfied. Like that a devotee should be. Completely satisfied with Krishna, happy with Krishna, and then happiness is so much overwhelming, it just doesn't remain inside. He's telling everyone. Jare dekho tare ko, Krishna Upadesh. And what is the Upadesh? It's a love letter. Bhagavad Gita is love letter of Krishna for all the conditioned souls. So we just tell others. Krishna Upadesh means love letter. Krishna's love letter for me, I pass on the love letter to other jivas. Because they are not directly able to go to Krishna through parampara. So I am just an instrument in between. And I pass on. You know, Krishna loves you. This is how he loves you. He tells, you can do this, you can do that. So thus is such a pure, sublime process which is given by Srila Prabhupada in Guru Parampara to us. And this is what we should spread. And if you do this penance with your body, mind and words throughout your life, which is not a big deal in comparison to millions of lifetimes that we have spent in this world, giving one life is not a big deal. That's what Prabhupada in the almost first meeting told His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj, that please give this one life to Krishna. You have lived so many lives in dedication to Maya. Future all lives can be for Maya. This one life you give for Krishna. And Bhakti Charu Maharaj said that I listened, I liked, and I followed. So now all over the world I go, I tell this only. Just give one life for Krishna, this life. He tells everyone. In our Brahmacharya class he was telling, don't get carried away by Maya. Give life for Krishna only. Then we will achieve so much. The gain is so much. Prabhupada says, in this path there is no loss, but the gain is unlimited. So one should practice penance with body, mind and words. Yes, any question? Yes.
Hi.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for your wonderful class. Prabhuji, you said that preaching means to tell people how happy you are with your Krishna. But if we ourselves are struggling in bhakti, if we too are
then you should to beg to Gurudev. Krishna se tomar, Krishna dite paro, tomara shakati ache. Ami to kangal, Krishna Krishna boli, dhai tava pache pache. Run behind your Guru. Say, give me Krishna, give me Krishna. You have Krishna, you have the power, ability to give Krishna to others. And I am bankrupt, I don't have Krishna. So that's what we should run to Guru, run to Vaishnavas who have Krishna. Then they will give Krishna. Because Krishna is not such a thing that once given, the person is bereft of Krishna. Some bogus gurus outside, they embrace the disciple and say, now I have given all my energy to you, I am powerless now because everything is given to you. And disciples feel such a selfless guru. Give all power to me. Now he is rendered useless. That is foolishness. Krishna is not such a cheap thing that by giving to others, he reduces.
What is a healthy balance of preaching and one's own Shravan and Kirtan?
When you do Shravan Kirtan, preaching is nothing but overflow. All the top book distributors of the world, Vaisheshika Prabhu, Vijay Prabhu, Bhrugupati Prabhu, etc., they all came together and they made the laws for book distribution. The first law of book distribution, 4 laws. How many of you know 4 laws of book distribution? Nobody knows. How many are distributing books? Yeah, so what are you doing then? Without knowing the laws, you have to know thoroughly. So first law is strong sadhana. What has it got to do with book distribution? Nothing? No. These are all top book distributors who have been distributing books for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. Bhrugupati Prabhu, even now, is 70, 75 or whatever. Every day is there at the airport. And you can see the videos are there. How he's doing in that old age. Rameshwar Prabhu, in Rath Yatra now, his size is small, but such huge book bags here and both the shoulders. and he's going, say, Prabhupada appreciated me for distributing books. Prabhupada likes book distribution, so I do it. So first is strong sadhana. So when strong sadhana, when you take Krishna through Shravanam, Kirtanam, Krishna comes, he fills up your heart like a container. Like water is filling. One point of time it will start overflowing because it is filled completely. And that overflow is called as preaching. That is ideal preaching. What we do is for our own name, fame, I will show how many books I distribute, how much fund I can collect and all that. This is, we're preaching our anarthas in one sense. That's why Kanishtadhikari cannot preach. Only Madhyamadhikari can preach. Uttamadhikari is the best preacher, but unfortunately in his humility, he feels he is not qualified. So he adjusts his consciousness and comes down to the level of Madhyamadhikari. And he is the top preacher. Madhyamadhikari, behind him, Bhakti Devi walks. Madhyamadhikari walks, behind him Bhakti Devi walks. And then when Madhyamadhikari glances on someone, says, this person should get Krishna. Then Bhakti Devi overtakes him and enters in his heart and inspires him, take Krishna now. So then he gets Krishna. So Bhakti Devi is walking behind Madhyamadhikari. So that is strong sadhana, first. And then second is, you must carry books. Always. So you see here. At the end, if you want, you can take. So you must carry books all throughout. And then, more you show, more you distribute. So these are in Hindi, Marathi, English, 3 languages are there. So because here, anyway, I forgot to get Kannada. Anyway, Kannada I was having short time only in Bangalore. But that is third law. Second law, you must carry books. Third, more you show, more you distribute. Variety of the books, language, different languages. Because somebody may say, do you have in Kannada? Yeah, I understand English, but my mother and father, they don't. If you give in Kannada, I will take it. In fact, I will take 2 for my uncle also. And Kannada I don't have. Then you cannot distribute books. And fourth is, you must organize. Because we are preaching, we are in a mission. So just like in book go down. If you go there and say, I want 10 Kannada Bhagavatas and 10 Telugu and 10 Tamil. And that person in charge, they say, go there, lakhs of books are lying, find out where Bhagavatas are and language. I don't know. So the person will be frustrated. If at all he is sincere and goes inside in that vast lakhs of books, where will you know where are Bhagavatas and which language? A lot of 5-6 hours may go in just sorting out that only. All his time of book distribution is destroyed there only. So we should be well organized where the devotees are being sent. Otherwise, in one area, 5 groups of devotees have reached, and all other areas, no devotees are there. So we have to be very organized. So these are the 4 laws of book distribution. Though wherever these 4 laws are followed perfectly, they will be the most powerful book distributors in the world. These are the top book distributors of the world who have made these laws. So preaching is overflow. You have not received Krishna, your container of your heart is not filled with Krishna. What will you preach? His Grace Sankashada Adhikari Prabhu says, your heart is filled with anarthas. You will preach your anarthas to others. So we have to do sufficient hearing and chanting. Then only we are qualified for preaching. It's just obvious overflow. Any other? Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank
Hare
you for
Krishna.
wonderful class. Prabhu, one question I have: how to maintain austerity of speech when we are not in association of devotees?
They should preach. Best way of defense is to attack. If a boar or pig, if you run behind a pig, he runs, he's scared, runs. But let's say he comes in something like dead end. There is no way out there. Then what he does? He turns around and attacks on you. Because he finds there is no other way now. There is nothing, no exit over there. So you will not survive otherwise. To materialistic people, you should preach. Otherwise, they will preach you automatically. They are all the time in mobile and all that. You will think, I should also use mobile. Never keep quiet. Yes. There is in Hindi, there is a saying, मैं उतना डरता नहीं दुष्टों की दुष्टता से जितना कि सज्जनों की निष्क्रियता से. I am not that much afraid of wickedness or cruelty of wicked people as much as of gentlemen who are inactive, nishkriya. So you are just there in society and you are not distributing books, you are not saying Hare Krishna, you are not preaching to others. So you are nishkriya, you are inactive. So you are more dangerous than wicked people and terrorists and all that. That's why the greatest violence is not to preach. To preach. But for preaching you need life. Prana achayar sahetu prachar. One who has life, he will preach. Murda kya prachar karega? What can a dead body preach? Dead body means one who doesn't have Krishna in his heart. What can he preach? So our heart should be filled with Krishna. When we come in devotee association, we should seek Krishna. We should beg for Krishna. And Krishna will come. They are giving us Krishna. Then heart will fill, overflow, and others will receive Krishna. Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you, Prabhu, for your class. Why is the mind not getting completely detached and completely away from aversion, even after having so much knowledge and even after experiencing it a few times, but the mind is not getting completely...
That is because we are not surrendered fully. We have not, we have heart much, how much we are chanting? Only 16 rounds. That also not so properly. Yesterday we were discussing elaborately in Sarjapur. It is not enough to surrender to chanting. What is required, His Holiness Satsvarup Das Goswami Maharaj writes in Japa Reform Notebook, one has to surrender to the struggle in chanting. We are all surrendered to chanting every morning or something. We all take our bead bags, keep hand inside. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna. Okay, 16 over, done. And struggle, we don't struggle only. Whatever way it is, yesterday, if I am feeling sleepy, oh, what to do, yesterday I did not get proper rest. It's obvious, 2 hours was less rest. Now we have to cover up in these 2 hours only, along with chanting. So this means that one is not surrendering to the struggle in chanting. One has to surrender. One cannot say that, I am the best devotee, I have endeavored. No, long way to go. Long way to go for all of us.
So why the mind is not surrendering?
No, not mind. You have to surrender. Mind will never surrender. Mind is like a child. Child will be just going here and there. Parents have to control the child.
So
yato
why
yato nischalati manaschanchalam astiram tatastato niyamatat atmanneva vashamnet. The mind, superior to mind is intelligence. Our intelligence is not well nourished because we don't read scriptures, we don't attend classes daily. And above intelligence is the soul, but in between false ego is also there. The false ego thinks that I am this body, I am so and so. So many upadhis. Pure devotional service means sarva upadhi vinirmuktam. You hell with all the upadhis. They are all material and thereby temporary. I am Krishna Das or Krishna Dasi, and I do only services to Krishna. We don't act on that level. We have so many upadhis. I am this also, I am Indian. So many brahmacharis interested what are the results of election. Whether BJP has come, is going to come or Congress. Brahmacharis. Means brahmacharis. Brahmacharis. They are wandering in illusion. What have you got to do? You have nothing to do with election also, but okay, chalo, GBCs have told that we need some dharma rulers, dharmic rulers. Otherwise, the preaching gets affected, temple permissions we don't get. So all brahmacharis should also give votes. So okay. And then temple president will tell, okay, whatever that party. So we go and we just and come back. And nothing to do with result. Ma phaleshu kadachan. But then now they are into it, GBCs have told. GBCs have told to vote. GBCs have not told to find out who is going to win. And if not winning proper party, then this brahmachari only will stand for election. Yeah. We have brahmacharis. If you talk to those brahmacharis, you will feel that you are talking to a politician only. Only dress is saffron, shaved, tilak. Yeah. And in fact, sadhaka's anartha is also being political. That kutinati nishiddachar jiva himsan puja la pratisthada yat upashakagan. Srila Rupa Goswami is explained by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Lot of anarthas are there with us. In this life, somehow, because of earlier Shraddha, we came across devotees, we started bhajan, 16 rounds, we got initiated, and we are struggling with anarthas. Like that, life will go, we'll die. Next lifetime, we will be born, because prasadam is taken. Next human birth, guaranteed, mostly in India again. And again, we will be youthful. Again, some devotees will come, they will give mala, 16 rounder, will be again initiated. Again, we will be struggling with anarthas, we will die. Then next life will be taken. And then again, some devotee will approach us, give us mala, again initiation, again 16 rounds. Again, another struggling till age 70, 80. They can die, next birth, and this will go on for millions of lifetimes. Unless we become serious. Bhakti, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami says it takes millions of lifetimes. Because of aparadas, one cannot reach Krishna Prem. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says 3 lives. First of Namaparad, second of Namabhas, third of Shuddha Nam. Prabhupada is the only Acharya who said, I will make it in 1 life for you. Haribol, that is his guarantee, but you have to Tune in. Tune in. What is he saying in the books? Dandavad we say. Prabhupada is saying, we only say Dandavad. But actually we don't pay obeisances there. So Dandavad is not just to be said. So many people are saying, Dandavad Prabhuji, Dandavad Mataji. Matajis are saying, Dandavad Mataji. Matajis are forbidden to pay Ashtang Pranam. And they are saying Dandavad. How can they say Dandavad? They are not allowed. And Prabhujis also don't say don't pay obeisances to apart from sannyasis and gurus, they don't pay obeisances to brahmacharis and other devotees. But they say, Dandavad Prabhuji, Dandavad Prabhuji. And Prabhupada is condemning that in the purports. What is Dandavad he says? 2 hands and all that, 8 limbs. And he's saying these words. We are only saying, sometimes we only say Dandavad, but we don't offer Dandavad. Rajasi? Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for a wonderful class. I had a question regarding speech. So our speech should be Satyam, Priyam and Hitam. So should it be simultaneously Satyam, Priyam, Hitam, or is there any order, or is it conditional? And if it is conditional,
that depends on your position. Just like Prabhupada says in the purport, it is not for a teacher. He doesn't have to worry that while speaking the truth, the speech is palatable. He can speak in a bitter way, bitter speech, a bitter truth as it is. Because he has the deposit in a sense. The disciple has kept faith in him, he surrendered to him, so he can speak. So, not a problem. But at least let it be truthful, and as far as possible, avoid. See, when envy is there in the heart, the aversion toward devotee will force us to speak in a very bitter way. Pulling him, political, all these anarthas in our heart, they contaminate our speech, they contaminate our actions, and they contaminate our thoughts. So that's the problem of our subtle body. Subtle body is very impure. And that's the greatness of a pure devotee. He doesn't have subtle body only. He has this gross body and he has pure soul. And souls, all loving, nice feelings, they all come through gross body. That's why everybody is impressed when pure devotee looks at them, he smiles at them. And just a wave, such gesture. Prabhupada, when his ship was reaching Boston Harbor, another ship of India steamship company was leaving the Boston Harbor. And they were both friends, Captain Panda and that. So he just waved a hand like that to Captain Panda, that other captain. And Prabhupada happened to see somebody waving hand. Prabhupada raised his hand. And that man was surprised. Arey, who is that Swami? I am waving hand to my friend, Captain Panda. And instead of him, the Swami only is waving hand. Afterward, that person became initiated devotee in ISKCON. Yes. Prabhupada removed all the obstacles by waving his hand. So this is pure devotee, because subtle body contamination is not there. Pure soul just exuding Krishna Prem through his eyes, through his ears, nose, skin, every way. Okay? Yes.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, in this verse 2.9.24, that translation it is written, I create this cosmos by such penances. Means Lord is speaking. Means I didn't understand this line. Why Lord is saying that he created this cosmos through penances? He
means through his expansions. Mahavishnu, Garbhodaksha Vishnu and Shirodaksha Vishnu. And they are there, no? They are there, they come from spiritual world and they are here only. The biggest austerity to be in this material world. And then so many Brahmanas. It is not a trouble in that sense for them, but he is saying that how he is also acting. He says the same thing in Bhagavad Gita also, no? That if I don't act, then all the worlds will be put to ruination. So I also apparently act, but his activities are leelas, pastime. He is not forced to act the way we are forced to act. And here is a leela. This is called a Srushti leela. And Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur gives a very romantic explanation of Srushti leela, how it is non-different from Ras leela. Is the husband wants to enjoy wife who is sleeping. So sleeping wife cannot be enjoyed. So husband wakes her up. Come on, wife, get up. Let's have romance. So this is how Srushti is sleeping, whole Prakriti. So Mahavishnu glances at her and agitates her, and she is awakened, and then so many living entities are produced. This is supreme romance, Srushti Leela. Understood or not? One needs to be a little romantic to understand romance.
Means many times in Prabhupada lecture I heard Prabhupada say that Krishna doesn't become God by practicing austerity and penance.
So this is not in the gross sense like that. That's what I'm saying. He's always God and he expands in the form of Mahavishnu. And he says, na, Yah nishwasita kalam athavalambya jivanti loma vilaja jagadandana. He exhales. So he's working. This is working. So when he exhales, then the Brahmandas come out, and then Mahavishnu he expands into, and then Mahavishnu's enter inside. So all functions are happening, na? So this is all austerity in one sense. But this is not the austerity we have to do. Our austerity is different. Ours is painful in one sense. For Lord, it's a pleasure. Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, this is my struggle right now that whenever we got hold of some thought in our mind which we don't want to think of but it is repeating, so how to overcome it? Can
We should preach, read Prabhupada books. If you feel mind is again going there, read very loudly. Though there are no many, as if there are 100 people sitting. Lord Brahma said, the mouth of the Virat Purusha, the universal form of the Lord, is the generating center of the voice and the controlling deity is fire. So loudly you don't have to read. You are the only one here. You can read in the mind also. But just to withdraw the mind. Mind has gone, is stuck somewhere. So you have to apply little force. Like sometimes children are catching hold of some dangerous thing. What parents try to pull, sometimes they apply extra force, too much force. So like that we'll have to apply more force. When the mind is, as Arjun says, Pramati Ballavad Drudham. Ballavad, very strong, obstinate, stubborn. So such a mind has to be dealt with little severely. That's why Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Dushtaman Tumi Kesar Vaishna, or he says early morning when we get up, we should beat our mind 100 times with shoes and 100 times with the broom in the evening before sleeping. And I say in between millions of times with whatever comes in your hand, beat your mind. This is my little commentary on the commentary of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So, because mind is like that, it will never come under your control. If we surrender to great souls and hear from them and execute instructions, then that time mind may subside. Otherwise, mind is very restless, very turbulent. Worse than children, because children also grow up. When the child is born, then also it's okay because he just, as I said, he just remains. But as they start crawling and all, then it's dangerous. He will go in any direction, pick up anything. So till some particular age, then afterwards we don't have to worry. But mind throughout life we have to deal with. That's how people commit suicide, divorces, all because of uncontrolled mind only. So we have to, just like Radhesham Prabhu gives example, if we have that Reynolds pen and sometimes that lead is there and it has that extra thing for inserting in the pocket. So sometimes some children or somebody takes it and forcefully does it like that. So then it remains like that only. And now if you put it in the pocket, it's useless because the grip is not there. So what you have to do in that case, if you bring that bent one, deflected one, here, it will again, it will go there back. So what you have to do, you have to go like this and then go in the reverse direction, opposite direction. What child did in this direction, you have to do in other direction. Why? Because overall like this and like this, it will remain here. So like that you have to force your mind. Everybody has to do that. There is no option. Krishna has told. Prabhupada said everybody has to fly his own plane. Ground training will be given for the pilot for some months or so. Then he has to take off and he is on his own. Nobody else. If there is fire in the plane, he cannot ask another plane flying, please shower water from there. This is not possible. So we have to learn. Oh, is that okay? Yes, Madhavi.
Prabhuji, I was asking about the deity worship you are talking that if pran pratishtha is not done, so it will be like aprad.
You cannot worship only, no? Pran pratishtha is not, how can you worship?
But at home...
at home there is different, that is called a Prema pratishtha and all.
Okay,
just
because
you don't worry about that. That pran pratishtha for these deities. Okay. Here these are installed means now for all eternity Gaurangi Bangaloreshwar have to be here only. Temple may collapse after a few hundred years. We may build new one, but they have to be here only. At no point of time this worship can stop. We all will die, our next generations will die, millions of generations will die, but whichever generation is existing then, the worship should go on. It's a very heavy responsibility in the temples. That's why they have to be prana pratishtha. At home, they are just, home deities are just extension of the temple deities. Because grahasthas are staying far off, they cannot come daily like brahmacharis can come. So for them, what to do? So extension of Gaurangi Bangaloreshwar will be in your house as Radha Krishna. Extension of Jagannath Baldev Subhadra will be in your house as small Jagannath. Extension of Gaurnita will be there in your house as small Gaurnita. And you have to worship them. And whenever possible, like Sunday and all that, you should come. The home deities can be kept, given some bhoga or something, and you come here. Like that.
Thank you.
Yes. Vraja Vijayat Chitra. Here also.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Prabhu, you told about quota, that everyone has a fixed quota of material results and rewards. How to
Sorry,
know?
satisfied now or not? If you give up job also will do. But join as a brahmachari then.
So how to make our endeavor so that we don't over endeavor on something that...
If you realize this, what I said. I realized it, I did not work only. 5:30 I came out of examination hall, 7 o'clock I joined Kunjaveri temple, which was 10 kilometers away. Half the luggage I had packed before going for exam at 2:30. But then I thought I should not pack fully, some revision should be done for exam. Otherwise I may fail in the exam. Like that. So, like that. And all danas came, all grains came to me. Wherever they were, Krishna took me there. IIT Kharagpur, NIT Warangal, NIT Surathkal. Wherever my grains were there, Krishna arranged transportation. By train, plane, bus, auto, car, walking, by all means. Nothing is falling short. Yes.
How will you understand what is our quota? Like, when
Ask
should I
your
stop?
counselor, senior. Basically, 6 to 8 hours of job daily. That's the thing. And whatever you get, that's enough. And for more details, ask your counselor who is regularly guiding you. He is Guru's representative. Counselor should also be properly following everything. Otherwise, he has his own ulterior motives. That's another problem. And that's why one should be reading Guru Sadhu Shastra, so that one knows whether the guidance I am getting is in line with Guru Sadhu Shastra. Not in a very doubtful way, but it's required. Otherwise, we will be like followers of Shukracharya, and then we will be cheated. We should be like Bali, following Mahajanas, Prahlad Maharaj. Yes, he has a question here.
One more can I ask?
But he had raised hand first.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, my question was, as you said, that preaching is overflow of Krishna consciousness.
I have not said, I am repeating the words of all the top book distributors of the world. Vijay Prabhu, Vaisheshika Prabhu, Bhragupati Prabhu, many others.
So we also see in the aspects of preaching, the boys become devotees, the people become devotees. So the aspect of getting attached to the people who become devotees, because we also see in Chaitanya, in Sikshashtakam, that na janam, the word is used where we are not supposed to have that mentality of pride that comes in making people becoming devotees. So how to maintain that taking care and as well as detachment when we engage ourselves in preaching?
Upon that Nityam Bhagavad Sevaya, Nashta Prayashu Abhadreshu. So many Abhadras are there. This is one such Abhadra. We think, I have produced this boy. Did you marry one woman and you produce her? What? And he's my boy. What your boy? He'll kick on your face tomorrow and he'll go away. He'll purify you. I have seen preachers crying. Saparam Brahmachari is crying. Oh, he was OC, overall coordinator. He was Gaurang Sabha boy. And he went home after final year. And then he calls, Brahmachari calls, so Prabhu, you are coming now? Prabhu, forget me. Don't do my follow, okay? And then afterwards you call, he doesn't pick up the call only. Bye bye. Hare Krishna. Prabhupada, people sent sannyas danda by post. Swamiji, tera tujhko arpan, kya lage mera? You gave me sannyas danda, now take it. Bye bye. Bye bye to sannyas. Hari bol. Can you imagine? So they will purify you. Krishna will purify you. You should be attached to him. Just like husband is a transparent via medium, Guru is transparent via medium, like that a preacher should also be. Just Krishna is Surutam Sarvadinam. He is the friend of everyone. But Krishna wants to give me credit, as he wanted to give Arjun Nimitta matram bhava. So I go on behalf of Krishna and I tell, Krishna is your best friend. Okay, you find a good friend in me, but actually how am I your good friend? Because I have Krishna as my best friend. And Krishna is your also best friend. So, Mamayvamsha Jiva Loki, Jiva Bhutasana. Jivas are my parts and parcels. 4.34 says, Tadvidhi Pranipate. 4.35, what does it say? By this knowledge, when you gain, they will impart knowledge because they have seen the truth. By this, you understand all living entities are mine. They are in me. They are my parts and parcels. So, how can a preacher be blinded by this kind of foolishness, ignorance? That preacher is a preacher of illusion only. You cannot become attached to. You render service, just like parents render service. This is child of Krishna. Krishna gave his child in my care, and I nourish him, give him Krishna, and all the basic needs, everything on behalf of Krishna. And tomorrow, if the child wants to fully surrender to Krishna as a brahmachari, such a great pleasure. My life is perfection. That he is dedicating his life like that. But now, how the parents are, hey, हमें छोड़ के जा रहा है, हमने क्या क्यों नहीं किया? What all not we did for you? All blinded, ignorant parents. Like that, preacher should not be ignorant fool. He should have the sanity. If he doesn't hear from his guru, he will become attached. And then he will be crying. Anybody is attached, he will be crying. Prasangam ajaram pasham atmano kavayo viduhu sayeva sadhushu kruto moksha dwaram apavratam. That attachment is must in this life, but attachment should be to a sadhu. So that boy is not sadhu for you. You are the sadhu for him. And for you, you should have another sadhu whom you are attached to. And tomorrow you might be told, get out of this NIT Warangal. Now you go to IIT Kharagpur. Ah, my boy is here. What boy is here? You have not produced them. You don't have wife. He did not get into his admission process. So you have to. That's why in Christian world they do that. They will tell a young boy, missionary, go in that south Karnataka, somewhere in remote village, open a church. So he will come in his young days of 20-25 and he will work hard, 50-55 age. Church is ready and inauguration is there. When he gives the inauguration to his boss, he says, good, now you should go to Gujarat, that remote village. No, but what about inauguration? No, that you don't worry, we will take care. He cannot attend inauguration function also. So like that one should be detached. Then one can be flourishing. Otherwise one will be just crying. You are Krishna's and Krishna is yours. Dhan, Jan, Sundari, they are not yours. On behalf of Krishna we take care of this thing. Dhan comes in Krishna's service. Jan comes Krishna's service. Sundaris come Krishna's service. Nothing is mine. Nirashir, nirmamo bhutva, yuddhasva vigatajvara. Nothing is mine. Nirmama. Nothing is mine. If you are not detached like that, you will be purified by Krishna. The things, whatever you are attached to, those things will be snatched away and you will be put to crying. Okay, I think we should end here. Okay, last question. Achha, you had a question. I don't know what to do. I need to go. Okay, chalo. And we are not famous for giving short answers.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
So you mentioned about how for the pure devotees the subtle body is absent, and then from the soul actually the love of Krishna.
What is the
exudes.
question?
So basically means I was reading about the Prachata section. So after all the austerities they perform under Lord Vishnu gives darshan, so they come out and actually they see trees have grown up and then they actually start burning everything to ashes. And we see such actions also.
That is all Lord's arrangement. Pure devotee, whenever such kind of apparent mistakes, they are not mistakes. Just like Dhruva killing so many yakshas. One yaksha had killed his stepbrother, Uttam. He should have found out who that yaksha was and kill him. But he went on killing hundreds and thousands. And then Swayambhu Manu goes, Arey beta, what is this? One yaksha you should have killed one. So apparently he is saying this is atirosh, too much anger. But if you see Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he says, actually all those yakshas were to be killed only. That's why Lord inspired. And when other yakshas were not to be killed, that time Swayambhu Manu came. Now stop it. So similarly Putna also, the children who were to be killed, she killed them only. Nobody, no child was killed in Vrindavan. So all those children who would have grown big and gone against Krishna in Mathura, etc., those were the sons of ministers who were demons. So they were all killed by Putana. So when such things happen, that is the arrangement of the Lord. And that's how then all the trees are burnt and then this Marisha and so many things happened. That is the arrangement of the Lord. Okay? So we'll end here. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanandi.
Hare Krishna. So I'd like to thank His Grace Sundar Shyam Prabhu. Prabhuji always keep Bangalore devotees in his heart and keep coming and giving his association. So very grateful. So let us stand one time. Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. And practically in 1 week time, Prabhuji traveled to all the voices to give assistance.
By the grace of His Grace Raja Krishna Prabhu. Okay, so this is Mahaprasad of Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandra Bhagwan ki. So we'll take responsibility of distributing to all. Little. I don't have time, sorry. I should have distributed personally. Who is the one devotee? Anup Prabhu. All those who are present here, they should get. Sorry, I am not distributing myself. I would love to, but time I have to.
Prabhuji has a flight to catch. It's just already late. Prasadam is